Hey, what's going on, guys? It's one less one. This is gonna be a day one. I want to say maybe day two of this character. Unfortunately, didn't get a lot of footage recorded of me playing actually the first character. As you can see, my character is level 67 so far. But this is gonna be the first update video of what I'm doing on this character and the plans I have for it. So this is my first character I have, and I'm doing the solo self-found hardcore legacy. Really awesome league so far. I'm loving the crap out of it. So this character, by the super original name, was originally going to be a max block incinerate character, and I'm still going to be following that same idea. The difference is I was just playing around with some gem link setups, and I just recently got this 5 link. I have a video on my Twitch page of me actually linking that last night. But for the long time, I was just using a 4 link, and I was just doing incinerate, controlled destruction, GMP, and faster projectiles. And it seemed really nice. It was good. I was killing things. I was progressing through the game. I didn't have any problems with it. And then I kind of stumbled across Caswin channeling Fireball, which is kind of a weird setup. But yeah, I hadn't ever really used Caswin channeling before for another character. I know I've seen people doing the Caswin channeling, what is it, the Scorching Ray with like Firestorm and whatnot. And I tried it out, and I tried Caswin channeling's Scorching Ray with Fireball, and it seemed to not do a whole lot of damage in comparison, which is kind of weird. I can show you guys what I mean here in just a second. I'll go out and kill something. It seems, and don't quote me on this, but it seems like since Incinerate casts so fast, like in comparison to other channeling skills, it seems like I get a lot more activations of the Fireball. And Fireball is a pretty beefy skill. Like it's really strong. I played around with Firestorm. I tried Flame Surge. I tried Magma Orb. And it seemed like Fireball was really good, and it seemed like it was the strongest just because I can link it with the multiple projectiles, which increases the damage of Incinerate to AoE packs and also gives me a little more AoE clear right in front of my face when things are getting hit by the fireballs. Just a little quick overview of the gear. I have this wand. I've been using it for, I don't know, 20 or 30 levels now. Found it pretty early on. Just, whatever gear. Not really anything too crazy. I found these boots just last night. Put some resistances on it. Pretty nice. Again, max life. Some good strength. All res, pretty good. Max life, resistance. I got fire damage on this one, which is pretty sweet. Crafted this thing only cold and some strength and a little bit more armor. Just put the life on it from Haku, and it was fine. Happened to find this when I was doing my normal lab. Since I am max block, this thing's actually pretty sweet for that. I do end up getting about 67% chance to block right now. And then with my bone offering, it takes me up to 33? 32 chance to block spells. So between that, I feel pretty tanky. I happen to find its series foible, and I'll go over why I'm using this over anything else. Again, just whatever helmet, found it. I can go over my gem links really quickly. I have Incinerate, Fire Penetration, Fireball, Lesser Multiple Projectiles, Cast and Channeling, and then I have Faster Projectiles sitting on the off slot, so I can switch it out for single target if I'm doing like the lab and whatnot. And my links are still not optimized very well, just because I don't have a lot of Jeweler's Orbs and Fusings, because this is the solo self-found category of the Legacy Hardcore League, so I don't just have like infinite access to a bunch of stuff. Warlord's Mark, Blasphemy right now, just for the Life Leech and the Mana Leech, which is pretty good. Clarity, I use Clarity. I have Flammability just leveling. Sometimes I'll switch it out for Warlord's Mark if I'm in a particularly easy zone. Flame Dash with nothing linked because, again, I just don't have the links. Stone Golem to help offset the loss of Blood Rage to give me some Frenzy charges. I have Vol Grace, which I found very early on, which I'm very happy about. This is one of my favorite Vol skills, and with the recent nerf to the other ones that are really good, like Vol Haste and Vol Discipline and stuff, this one I think is like second tier for survivability. Having Dodge and then block on top of that makes your character feel a lot more invincible than usual. Oh wow, I have 2 stone golems. I'd never even realized that. Whoops. Well, I'm bad, Kappa. And then, so I have increased duration linked with my Vol Grace. Wow, I can't believe I had 2 stone golems. That's amazing. So I have increased duration just so this lasts a lot longer. So the base duration goes up to 9.2 seconds with this. And it's pretty good. So getting 10 seconds of, extra dodge chance is pretty sweet. Just to go over the tree, I guess, really quick. I haven't done my Cruel Labs yet or my Merciless Labs. All I did was get the normal lab for the Mistress of Sacrifice, so my flesh offerings affect me. And in my helmet, I have Bone Offering, Immortal Call, Tempest Shield to help give me some extra block, and then Castle Damage Taken. I'm hoping once I get Stone of Lazawar and get the spell block applied to my spells, I'll be able to cap my spell block as well. So we started down here for some life and some mana. This character is a Mind Over Matter build. I really like how they buffed Mind Over Matter, and I'll probably be playing a couple builds with it just to try it out, to explore how strong it actually is now. So we started off here, got some life, got some mana regen, got all that. We came up through the spell damage, got the fire, came up here, got the life, some more mana, dropped down here, got Elemental Overload because this is a non-crit build. I can usually proc it with just Fireball going off. I had a Orb of Storms increased critical strike to trigger this, but I actually ended up not needing it. It triggers it by itself. I can actually drop this strength point now because I have a ton of strength. I usually just grab the dex nodes and strength nodes when I need them because, you need stats and whatnot. Fire damage, no brainer. Got the Mind Over Matter. Got the quick recovery. Drop down here to the Templar. I have this again just for the cast speed, kind of, but mostly the dexterity. The Righteous Decree for the reduction in mana, which is actually really nice for Incinerate because it does eat your mana pretty damn efficiently. Has a skill. Came down here, went to the right, got the Scion Life Wheel. Oh gosh, closed my talent tree. Dipped down through the Marauder, came down through the block chance nodes, and got Unwavering Stance. And the reason I did this is because if I'm doing Incinerate, I don't want to be stopping my max stack of Incinerate every time I'm getting blocked, or every time I'm blocking the monster, because you do get stunned very briefly in this game when you get stunned when you block. So that's the tree so far. I have it planned out on Path of Building, and I can leave a link in the description to the final tree if you guys like. But I'll just show you guys kind of how it works. So I just have my stone golem, just put them out. I use a clarity, and the reason I use a clarity is because I have the series foible. So this gives me 100% increased mana regeneration, which does apply to the flat amount given by this. So this basically gives me an extra 30 mana regen per second, and then that is also scaled again multiplicatively by any other mana regen effects that I have. So this thing takes me from 140 to 191, and for MOM builds, reserving 230 of your mana to get 70 mana regeneration per second is pretty sweet. And I just use Warlord's Mark on Blasphemy, and then I have my Vol Grace right here on my bar in case I need it. So I'm going to pop Blood Rage, Flame Dash away, and then you just incinerate and let the fireballs fly. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. So we got a essence here. Now my single target is not the best. I am still working on it. My gear is still very lackluster at the moment. But the AoE clear is phenomenal. I love the way this interacts with each other. So that wasn't too bad. Not the best thing in the world, but really not too bad. I can pop a Silver Flask to give my Incinerate more cast speed and get more fireballs going out. So as you can tell, the AoE clear is pretty phenomenal. Let's try to get a big pack here. And So the fireballs typically clean up most packs by themselves. I really don't have to do too much as far as hitting with my incinerate specifically. But it is nice just for like single target and things that get kind of close to me. Incinerate as a skill base damage does quite a bit, and with LMP and Fire Pen in there, it does end up doing actually quite a bit to single targets as well, and it does help clear out monsters immediately in front of me. Which is pretty nice. So I'm just about to step into maps with this character. I would assume I'm gonna be getting there relatively soon. I'm just about through Act 3 Merciless. I just gotta go kill Dominus, and then I'll be in Dried Lakes, and I can get into maps. So I'll keep you guys updated on that as far as the build. That's gonna be it. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm One Less One, and I'll see you next time.